Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, my throat may sound a little bit hoarse, but that's just because I've been playing a lot of Halo today and I've been getting quite shouty at it, hence the reason why my voice is a little bit rough today. But, on to the drink of today. So, you guys will remember, well, the really old school watchers of this show will remember that my first ever episode of Ted's Booze Cellar on this channel was on a very lovely little Belgian blonde beer called Vedett. Now, we used to sell it at Found the Bar on the University of Sussex campus, but I think I might have been the only person who bought it because, I mean, we ended up removing it from the menu because it just didn't sell well. So, I mean, you kind of got to go with what the demand, indicates really. So, I mean, that's just the way of business. But I've since found out that Vedett do a couple of other different types of drinks. Now, I've reviewed their IPA before, and today I'm going to be looking at their Extra Pilsner. I'm not really sure why Vedett is upside down on the front of the label. That is a bit confusing, but yeah, it says I think it's just like a Pilsner version of the standard Vedett beer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and it keeps up the tradition as well of having your personalised own bottle. So like you can submit pictures to the Vedett website and get your own personalised bottle of Vedett with like your own picture on the back, which I think is a really nice, lovely touch. I think that is really honourable and very, very nice of them. But yeah, no, there's not really much to say on the front and back of the bottle. Most of it is in, I'm pretty sure it's either Flemish, Dutch or French, so I can't read it for the life of me. But I know it's an Extra Pilsner Belgian blonde beer, so it should be good. I do quite like the mix of colours and designs on the front of the label, though. It's very striking. A little bit messy compared to the other two bottles of Vedett that I've tried so far, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It looks fine enough. It's just a bit of a crazy design and it's a bit messy, but it looks fine. So we'll open it up and see what our first impressions are based on the smell. This was £2.99 from the wine bar on Western Road in Hove. So let's see what it smells like. Just smells like a strong-ish sort of Pilsnery style sort of beer. Yeah, it just smells like a standard. It smells like a cross between a Pilsner and a Belgian blonde beer, which is kind of what I'd expect, really. It's got the clear crispness and simplicity and kind of like, I can't remember what the word is for the opposite of maltiness that, you find in a lot of Pilsners. But then it's got that sort of sweet, hazy sort of after smell that you get with a lot of Belgian blonde beers. So it's two different types of flavours that mix together quite well, I think, and it's got a smooth smell that doesn't stick too long in the nostrils. So 10 out of 10 for that. I'm looking forward to this. But first, quick palate cleanser of water. And then on to the most important part of the video, to see what this damn thing actually tastes like. So, bottoms up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I also forgot to mention this is 5.2% alcohol volume. Okay, it tastes more like a Pilsner than a Belgian blonde beer. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so the finish, in terms of flavour and texture, is more like Belgian blonde ale. It's got this sweet sort of hazy tang at the end. The finish is quite wet, and there's a bit of fizz at the end. That does mean it's slightly harder to swallow down, but like overall the texture is pretty smooth, and so is the flavour. But like the main flavour throughout is like this crisp, clear, Pilsnery sort of taste that actually does complement sort of like the sweet hazy finish really well, actually. So it's a mixture of simple flavours that actually go together fairly well if brewed correctly. And this is brewed correctly. I think my only major complaint really is like the texture is a little bit sort of like hazy and overly fizzy at the end. But generally speaking, like this is a very competently brewed Pilsner. I'm not usually one for Pilsners. I mean, I do really like them. And if someone offers me one, I'll be more than happy to accept. And I've drunk many in my time, but I think usually I tend to go more for like Western European lagers or like Belgian blonde beers or like British ales or something like that. So this is actually pretty damn good. I really like this. This is very, very nice. It is definitely in the higher echelon of Pilsners that I've tried before. So I'll give it an 8.75. It's comfortably within the elite level category of beers, and I think it deserves that distinction very admirably, because despite the texture not being, you know, as smooth as it could be, and that maybe sort of like not making it the absolute smoothest drinking experience, you know, if you didn't have that, it would probably go up to a 9.25, and even without that, it's still a bloody good, you know, drink by Vedett, and it is probably one of, if not the best of, you know, Pilsners I've ever tried. So yeah, really damn solid stuff. 8.75. And if you're really in the mood for it, possibly pushing it up to a 9 or a 9.25. So, really well done. Yeah, c'est magnifique. So, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to my other social medias and YouTube channels in the video description down below. But as always, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits. I've been good old Uncle Ted, and I'll see you guys next time at the bar on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.